Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Stories with Alex. I'm Alex, your host, and I'm thrilled to be here with my amazing co-host, Emma. Today, we're diving into an exciting topic that will transform your English skills. Have you ever felt stuck, translating every word in your head before speaking English? It's frustrating, right? Well, in this video, we'll show you how to think in English like a native speaker. You'll discover 6 simple, practical steps and daily tips to speak naturally and confidently. Stick with us until the end to start today. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss our awesome English learning hacks. Let's get started. Let's kick things off with the most exciting part of learning to speak English, fluently teaching your mind to think in English. I'm Alec, and with me is my fantastic co-host, Emma. Thinking in English is the golden key to unlocking natural, confident speech. When you stop translating from your native language, you'll speak faster, understand conversations instantly, and feel like a native speaker. Emma, tell us about your journey. Emma shares. When I started learning English, I made a classic mistake. I said, I'm boring instead of I'm bored. It was so embarrassing. But practicing thinking in English changed everything for me. I became way more confident. That's inspiring. Emma, so, listeners, have you ever had a funny English mix-up? Drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories. Now, let's dive into 6 simple, powerful steps to help you start thinking in English today. These are practical, fun, and you can begin right away. First, label everything around you in English. Look at the objects in your room or wherever you are. See that chair, say chair. Notice a window, think window. Eating a snack. Tell yourself, I'm eating an apple. Emma has a great tip. Turn your space into an English classroom. Name everything you see, and it'll feel like a game. This habit helps your brain connect everyday life with English words, making it second nature. Step 2 is to become your own English conversation partner. That's right, talk to yourself when you're showering, cooking, or walking. Describe what you're doing in English. For example, say, I'm washing dishes, or it's a sunny day outside. It might feel a bit strange at first, but it's one of the best ways to practice. Alex suggests, try recording yourself on your phone. After a week, listen back. You'll be amazed at your progress. This step builds confidence because you're practicing without any pressure. No one's listening, so you can experiment freely. For step 3, switch to an English-to-English dictionary. Instead of using a dictionary that translates words into your native language, use one that explains English words in English. For instance, if you look up happy, you'll see it means feeling good or full of joy. Emma recommends. Apps like the Oxford Dictionary are super helpful for this. They keep your brain in English mode. This method strengthens your vocabulary and stops you from relying on translation, which slows you down. Step 4 is to keep your thoughts simple. Don't try to form long, complicated sentences right away. Start with short, easy ones like I'm tired or I want water. Alex explains, keeping it simple builds your confidence. Once you're comfortable, your sentences will naturally grow longer. This approach prevents you from feeling stuck and helps you focus on expressing ideas rather than perfection. Step 5 is to create an English inner voice. Imagine having a little English-speaking version of yourself in your head. When you're planning your day, think, what should I eat or how's my day going? Instead of thinking in your native language, turn your thoughts into an English dialogue. Emma loves this one. I talk to myself like I'm a character in an English movie. It's fun and makes thinking in English feel effortless. This habit trains your brain to process ideas directly in English, speeding up your speaking and listening skills. Finally, step 6 is to surround yourself with English. Fill your life with English content to make it a natural part of your day. Watch movies, listen to music, or read stories in English. Alex has a suggestion. Try watching Friends with English subtitles. It's entertaining, and you'll pick up natural phrases. You can also listen to English songs and sing along or read short articles online. The more you expose yourself to English, the more your brain will think in it automatically. These 6 steps are your roadmap to thinking in English like a native speaker. The best part, you can start trying them today, Alex emphasizes. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Pick one step and give it a go. Emma adds a fun challenge. Choose one of these steps and practice it for 7 days. Share your experience with us using the hashtag ThinkEnglish with Alex. We can't wait to see your progress. Before we move on, know that mastering these steps takes practice, and there are some common mistakes you'll want to avoid to make your journey smoother. Let's explore those next to ensure you're on the right track to fluency. Now that you're excited about the 6 steps to think in English, let's talk about something equally important: avoiding the mistakes that can slow you down. Emma, have you ever noticed how some people speak English so slowly because they're translating every word in their head? Emma nods and says, absolutely. Alex, I used to do that, and it made me feel stuck. Alex continues, many English learners make mistakes that make thinking in English harder than it needs to be. Today, we're going to uncover 3 big ones and show you how to fix them. Emma shares a personal story. When I started learning, I was so scared of saying something wrong that I just stayed quiet. But now I know making mistakes is the fastest way to learn. That's such a great point. Emma, let's dive into these 3 common mistakes and how you can overcome them to boost your English fluency. The first mistake is translating too much. When you try to form a sentence in your native language and then translate it into English, it slows you down and often leads to unnatural phrases. For example, translating word for word might turn "I'm hungry" into something odd like "I have hunger." It just doesn't sound right. To fix this, start training your brain to think directly in English. One easy way is to name objects around you in English. Look at your desk and say pen, book, or laptop. Alex advises, break the habit of translating starting today. The more you name things in English, the more your brain gets used to thinking in it. This simple practice helps you bypass translation and makes your thoughts flow faster. The second mistake is worrying too much about grammar. Many learners spend so much time thinking about sentence structure that they hesitate or stop speaking altogether. They want every word to be perfect, but that's a fluency killer. Native speakers don't pause to analyze grammar rules, they just talk. Emma points out, even native speakers make grammar mistakes, but they're still confident. It's about getting your message across, not being perfect. To overcome this, focus on speaking naturally, even if your sentences aren't flawless. Practice saying what's on your mind without overthinking. For instance, instead of stressing about the correct tense, just say, I go to park yesterday. You'll refine your grammar over time, but fluency comes from letting go of perfection. The third mistake is the fear of making mistakes. Some learners are so afraid of saying something wrong that they avoid speaking or even thinking in English. This fear holds you back from practicing, which is the only way to improve. Alex shares a relatable moment. I once said, I go to school yesterday, instead of I went to school yesterday. It was wrong, but that mistake taught me the right way. I learned by trying. To fix this, start practicing in a safe space like talking to yourself. Say things like, I'm making coffee, or it's a nice day when you're alone. There's no judgment, so you can experiment freely. Emma adds, accept that mistakes are part of the journey. Each one makes you better by embracing errors. You'll gain the confidence to think and speak in English without hesitation. Avoiding these 3 mistakes, translating too much, obsessing over grammar, and fearing errors, will set you on the path to faster progress. Alex sums it up, steer clear of these traps, and you'll see your English skills soar. Emma has a challenge for you. Right now, try saying one English sentence out loud without translating. It could be as simple as, I like this video. Go for it. These fixes are all about building habits that make thinking in English feel natural and fun. Now that you know how to start thinking in English and avoid common pitfalls, the next step is making it a daily habit. How do you keep up the momentum? We're about to share practical daily tips and ways to tackle challenges so you can stay on track and think in English effortlessly. Let's keep going. Learning to think in English is an exciting journey, but it takes daily practice to make it a habit. I'm Alex, and with me is Emma, who's got some great insights to share. Emma says, when I started, I struggled because I didn't know enough words, But with these daily tips, thinking in English feels so much easier now. That's the spirit, Emma. So, are you ready to make English a natural part of your life? Let's dive into some practical daily exercises and solutions to common challenges to help you stay on track and think in English effortlessly. First, let's talk about daily habits to keep your English thinking sharp. Start and end your day with English thoughts. When you wake up, think about your plans in English. For example, say to yourself, "Today, I'll study and eat pizza." It's a simple way to kick off your day in English mode. At night, before you go to bed, reflect on your day. You might think, "I had a fun day," or "I learned something new." This habit bookends your day with English, making it a regular part of your routine. Next, try a no translation challenge for at least 30 minutes each day. During this time, force yourself to think only in English, even if it's tough. If you catch yourself translating from your native language, pause and try again with simple English words. It might feel hard at first, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. This exercise trains your brain to skip the translation step and go straight to English, speeding up your thought process. Another great habit is to talk to yourself out loud in English for a few minutes every day. When you're doing chores, like washing dishes, say, "I'm drinking tea," or "I'm cleaning the kitchen." It's a low-pressure way to practice speaking and thinking in English. No one's around to judge, so you can have fun with it. Try describing what you're doing in detail, like "This tea is warm and smells great." This builds confidence and makes English feel more natural. You can also use English during everyday activities like walking, cooking, or exercising. For example, if you're out for a stroll, think, "This park is beautiful," or "The trees are so green." Instead of letting your mind wander in your native language, focus on describing your surroundings in English. This habit turns ordinary moments into opportunities to practice, helping your brain get comfortable with English in real-life situations. Finally, keep a simple English journal. Each day, write a short paragraph about your day, your thoughts, or your goals. For instance, you might write, "Today, I went to the store and bought some fruit." Don't worry about grammar or spelling. Just focus on expressing yourself. This exercise helps you practice thinking in English while giving you a record of your progress. Over time, you'll see how much better your English gets. Now, let's address some common challenges you might face. One big hurdle is that you're used to thinking in your native language. It's natural, but it slows you down. To break this habit, start with single words like sky or dog when you look at things around you. Also, use an English-to-English dictionary to learn new words. For example, if you look up big, you'll see it means large or huge, keeping your brain in English mode. Another challenge is not knowing the right word. If you can't think of a word like table, don't stop, describe it instead. You could think, "It's a flat thing for food." This keeps you thinking in English and builds creativity. Emma shares, "I used to freeze when I forgot a word, but describing it saved me." Lastly, you might feel like you're not improving, which can sap your motivation. To stay on track, record yourself speaking or write in your journal regularly. Emma says, "I recorded myself talking, and after 2 weeks, I could hear my voice sounding clearer and more confident." Reviewing your progress shows you how far you've come. With consistent practice, thinking in English will become second nature. Alex emphasizes, "Just keep at it, and you'll be amazed at how natural it feels." Emma adds, "Pick one of these tips and start today. You've got this." These daily habits and solutions will help you stay committed and overcome obstacles, setting you up for long-term success in thinking and speaking English fluently. Thinking in English is a skill anyone can master with persistence, and I truly believe you can do it, Emma adds. Every mistake is a step forward. Don't be afraid, just give it a try. Now, why not take on our B1 Think English with Alex challenge? Pick one step from this video and practice it for 7 days. Then tag us to share your progress. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, share this video with friends, and subscribe to English Stories with Alex for more English learning tips. We can't wait to see you in the next video. Keep practicing, and we'll catch you soon.